Hello and welcome to you all in this tutorial, and today we are going to learn error handling in RX Swift. So errors are inevitable things in the programming, and to make your program perfect you need to handle those errors wisely. In RX Swift we are having multiple operators for this purpose, but majorly we will discuss 5 operators in this tutorial. These operators are catch error just return, catch error, retry, on error just return, and on error drive with. Now you would be having a question in your mind, why we are having multiple operators in RX Swift to handle the error. So this completely depend upon the situation, what exactly you want to do when error occurs in your program, and according to that situation you can choose the most appropriate error handler operator from the RX Swift library. You can understand these operators in a better way by some coding examples. So what's next? Time to open the Xcode and do some programming with me. So we are using here a playground for the demonstration of all the error handling operators. So our first error handling operator is catch error just return. So before using any of the operator, first of all you need to understand what exactly you want to do when error is occurring in your program. So if you want that your observable sequence should be terminated just after when the error is occurring, then you can use this particular operator. So in the example from the line number 17 you can see that we have created a published subject and we have given that catch error just return operator. So that means whenever the error will occur, it will emit this particular element, that is some error, just after the error occurrence, and after that your observable sequence will be terminated. Now in the console, if you see the log of this particular execution, then you can see when we are emitting the first element and after that we are facing an error in our observable sequence, then just after that my observable sequence is getting terminated. So when you are in the condition, then after the error you need to terminate your observable sequence, then you can use catch error just return operator. So our second error handling operator is catch error. So this operator is used in the situation where you want that after error emission your current observable sequence should be terminated, but your pipeline should be shifted to the another observable. So in these kind of situation we use catch error operator. So in the example that is starting from line number 33, you can see that on the line number 36 and on the 37 we have declared two published subject. And what we are doing in this example, first we are emitting our first element and after that we are emitting the error element, and again what we are doing is we are emitting second element on the same published subject. But right now we are using catch error operator, so what was expected is whenever error will occur, then that published subject would be terminated. And after that what we are doing inside the block of that catch error operator, we are returning another observable that was declared on the line number 37. Now move to the console for result of that particular execution, where you can see that this first element is getting emitted, after that error is occurring, this one, and on the line number 48 where we are emitting the second element on the first published subject, that is not getting printed. That means this published subject has been terminated. But what is happening after that is on the line number 49 we are emitting one more element, that is third element from another observable, and that is getting printed on your console. That means so whenever that error is occurring, your current observable is getting terminated, and after that your pipeline is getting shifted into another observable through which you are getting this particular emission. So now you can understand the situation in which we are using the catch error operator. So our third error handler operator is retry operator, and this operator is not to use for any error catching purpose, but specifically it is used to resubscribe your observable sequence whenever an error is occurring. So what we are doing here is we are declaring an observable of int type. On line number 62 we have declared a boolean flag should emit error, and on the basis of that what we are doing is we are emitting an error element first time. And because we are using the retry operator, so what is expected here is whenever that error will occur, that observable sequence will be resubscribed and it will be start as a fresh one. So now you can see in the console when we are executing this particular code snippet, at the first time we are emitting these two elements 100 and 200, and in the console you can see the output, right? And once that error element is emitting from that observable sequence, then what is happening, with the help of retry operator we are resubscribing it, right? So in the second part you can see again 100, 200 and 300, this element is also getting emitted. Now that means that with the use of this retry operator, our observable sequence is getting resubscribed. And up to what time this can retry? Until this observable sequence is getting completed. But if you want to control your retry numbers, then you can use an overload of this particular retry operator with the help of max attempt count parameter. So if you are giving the value of max attempt count as 2, then it will retry only 2 times. So this is the, you can say, overall use of the retry error handler operator. Fourth operator, on error just return, is little bit simpler. So as the name implies, it is used in the condition whenever you want to return a specific element from your observable sequence whenever error condition occurs. So at the line number 85 you can see that we are using this on error just return operator, and we are indicating that whenever error occurs, then our observable sequence should return 1000 as an element. So at the line number 91 we are emitting an element as 100, at the line number 92 we are emitting element 200, and at the line number 93 we are emitting an error element. So if you look into the console for this particular execution, now you can see the emission of 3 elements. So 100 and 200 we have already emitted, but on the line number 93 we emitted an error element, and we have given the condition that whenever error element will emit, then our observable sequence should emit 1000, and same you can see in the console result also. So now it's a kind of simpler one to understand, that you can return any of the element whenever error is occurring. So then you can use on error just return operator. Error handler operator is on error drive with, and as the name indicate, it says whenever error is occurring in my observable sequence, then with which observable sequence or the subject I should drive the pipeline. Little bit of complex, but don't worry, things will be clear once you look into the example. So in the example I have created 2 published subject basically on the line number 102 and 103. So what I am saying here is on the line number 105, whenever an error is occurring by the use of on error drive with operator, I am saying that my pipeline would be drive with the help of recovery subject, and whenever recovery subject is going to emit any error, then we need to return 1000 element, right? Now at the line number 111 we are emitting an element 10, then 20, and then we are emitting the error. So what is expected? Whenever my first observable sequence is going to emit any error, then recovery subject should be taking its place to derive my complete pipeline, and that's what it is happening. So recovery subject is emitting 30 as the next element, and same you can see in the console. So first element emitted was 10, second was 20, then error occurred, then recovery subject took the place of published subject, and then my pipeline is emitting 30, right? So till here I think everything is clear to you. Now when I am saying that my recovery subject is going to emit any error, then I need to return this 1000 element, and this is also happening. So with the help of this example, multiple things are getting clear to you. And now whenever error is occurring, I am giving my recovery subject to the pipeline, with the help of which I am driving this pipeline. And this is the overall objective of on error drive with error handler operator. Okay.